Okay, welcome back. So, just a real quick, Deanna Troy is available. Kang, Chulak, and Sela. Sela is awesome, by the way. That little red skill at the bottom is very good. Now, one of the things I'm thinking I'm going to do with Picard is Picard has a lot of cards that need red crystals. So I may move out and go here to get red crystals. Because the other thing is we got to win by the end of round 6. This is round 5 right now. And as much as we were trying to beat Khan to it, which we did, Khan actually needs to start moving closer to us so we can take him down. So we need him to take some turns. If we end round 5 without him being near us, we then have to go seek him and shoot him down. And Khan is harder than that cube was. So, and right now we're not leveling up. So if there was a green planet, which there is, we can get some experience points. And so Picard can go get experience points and red crystals. So that's what I'm thinking I want to do. But we got to do turn order first. And by the way, everybody has like a hand size of 10 right now because we drew the 2 extra cards. And then, of course, we're getting +1 for the board cube and +1 for the Romulan. And then Kirk has another +1. And then, of course, the sisters have +1. There's all kinds of +1s going on here. So, okay. So let me shuffle. So Cisco first is going to be 4, 6, 2, 3. Khan's going first. And then 5. Okay. So that's our situation. And let's start with Khan. Reroll gold. There is one. And he's going to move 1 space forward. So his 1 space is going to put him to there. And re-roll the gold. It's now blue. Okay. So he's done, and now it is Kirk. Kirk has so much stuff he needs to do. The first thing is, you could probably see the top, he has a repair card, and there's 1 wound. I was looking for diplomacy stuff. I can at least get a +2. That's good for attack. Oh, there's 2 more wounds. And there's a diplomacy. So we can do a repair and we can do diplomacy. Because the repair is not an action. The diplomacy is an interact with the cube. So we definitely want to do that. But I also want to do this. And I need a gold, which he did force us to re-roll a gold, but there is a white out there. So I'm going to take the white and we're going to repair 2. That is paramount of importance. So we get rid of 2 of our cards there. And then as far as the rest goes, I just want diplomacy. So there's 2. Well, let's figure out who we want to get. Deanna Troy has diplomacy of 5, which is good for him, right? You may use diplomacy as a long-range attack against 1 target enemy, but you cannot combine this with any actual attack ability against that enemy. You do not lose any reputation for attacking that enemy. So you would need a purple. This is perfect for Picard, to be quite honest. And of course, it's a Picard generation thing. I don't know who I would replace. But this is a really nice one because I think Picard can probably generate enough diplomacy to win battles that way using her ability. You would need a purple, though. That's the hard part. There is a purple now. But anyways, that's 8. So, I think what I want is, remember, Kirk has the ability to give +3 to any attack card. So, Kang here is looking pretty badass, and I can add +3 to one of those attacks. I mean, that's really good. Okay. The other thing is Sela. Sela doesn't give +3 to an attack. However, she causes an enemy to not attack, and then they get -3. So she's really good at just causing an enemy to get weak, and then we can defeat it easier. And that's still not bad, but this is really why you get her. So I still want, and she is 8, and then this guy is 9. And you can see there's an attack of 4, but look at that, long range 4. And we can get some blue. I think I want this guy for 9. That's going to be my first choice, final answer, right? So let's see if I can generate 9. This is 2. Turn it sideways for 3. I can use an additional data die. I will lose a reputation. Right now I get a +1 with my reputation, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm at +1 for 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I'm going to spend everything I have and get to 9 and recruit that person. And then I can draw a full hand back, right? So got another red up there. Discard this. So hand size is 7. This is a 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. +1 for the cube, +1 for the star base. So what do we get? Got this, which is going to be good for later. We can get this to get our repair card back if we need to. Oh, there's a repair card. And we can ready a crew member. Okay. I don't know how much more damage he actually has, but we can at least get repair going. We'll probably see his full deck before then. So that's Kirk's turn. It was still successful. He recruited somebody. Now it's the sisters. Sisters had a lot of damage. I don't know if they still do. I'm looking to see if anybody can repair. I just have the ability to draw 2 cards. Okay. The sisters do not need to hire somebody, but they could. We took a Klingon just because we could. He has long range attack. He's actually not that bad. All right. There's a diplomacy. Sisters don't really need to do anything. So we may want to go try to just collect some crystals or do the same thing like Picard's doing. Like go out and just win some battles, get some points. I know the sisters, well, here we go. There's one of their wounds. A lot of attack. So, Class M planet just nowhere near us. That's the problem. She would have to move a very long distance to get to 1. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 either way. But she could get next to a Class M planet to heal. That's a long haul. 12 movement points. I know Picard has the teleport ability. We can get 4 movement there. The changeling is already available, but we don't have a black available. There's a move 4. We can move through asteroids if we wanted to. Planets and nebula is reduced by 1. There's another move, more moves. So I think I want to discard cards and try to get to that repair card, right? I'm going to bank on the fact that Khan's not going to get to us, so we don't have to do any attacks. So I'm going to discard this. I'm just going to discard stuff. I'm going to keep the move. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. We're going to use this for a move 2, and I'm going to end my turn on a crystal location. So I'll get a gold crystal. So this will be spent. And I just got to move my hand out from underneath the camera there. And we'll keep the move card, and we're going to just get rid of all of our attack cards. And then this would get us a blue in our inventory, but we already have one, or 3. We have our max. So I'm going to discard this too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and then I'm going to be able to draw 3 more because she's the leader. So 1, 2, oh no, because I moved, I can't draw 3 more. So how do I want to do this then? I think I want to discard more cards. So which ones am I going to discard? That one. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I just don't want to move. So I'm going to just discard all my move cards. She needs a repair, so let's do that. So we're going to discard all the move cards. That's more important than the crystals. And so now we're at 3, 4, 5, 6. We drew the repair card. We're at 6, and then she gets 2 more for the... We got one of the wounds. And then 1 more for the other thing. All right, so here we go. And I'm going to play Lore. I'm going to flip Lore, which is one of her crew members, to draw 2 more cards. And we got another wound, which is what I wanted to do. All right, done. So now we're to Cisco. Cisco, I don't think, has any wounds. Maybe he should be the one that's going to move to the... And of course, we drew his, he's got all kinds of repair. But if I do this for a move and repair, I can get to a gold location. So I'm going to do this for a move 2. I'm going to turn this sideways for 3, and that's all I need. No, I need 5. I'm going to do this for 4. And this for 5, right? So I'm going to just discard all those to move 5. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's his hand size for moving back at some point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take his ship, and what he's doing is he's moving here, and then he's just going to collect a gold token at the end of his turn. And once he has 3, he'll move back. So that's what we're going to do with him. Now it's the Klingon turn. Klingons, I think, need to get some repairs in, so let's see. There's the repair card. But I don't think we drew any of the damage. We didn't. So we can move to and attack something, which would give us a -1 rep, but it would level him up. So it'd be nice if we can level up too while we're at this. So I'm going to look. Let's look real quick. So like, see that? Oh no, that's a nothing. This green planet, of course, we can do stuff at. And I'm thinking maybe trying to take out these 2, the yellow and the purple, to get some level ups for people. So for the Klingons, I just need to move 2, and then I can attack that base. I will get a -1 reputation. There's the move 2. And then, yeah, we actually already should know what that base has, because we passed it several times already. So we would get to reduce it by 1 because of his ability. So he's got a 5. We just need a long-range attack of 5 to finish him off. And that's going to be quite easy to do. We need to hold on to that. This gives us a +2, and right there, that would be a 5 right there. That's all I need to defeat him. Heck, I even have this that doubles all long-range attack values. So I would need a red for that. And then, of course, I need a gold for that. I actually have 2 gold and 1 red with that particular character. Don't necessarily want to spend them. So if I can just spend a die, I would get a long-range attack of 3 Is there a way I can just get 2 more? Not really. I can use an additional die this turn. I'm going to play that card. So that card's going to get played. Now I can use 2 dice. So 1 for red, which we have, and then 1 for yellow, which we don't have. Dang it. There we go. Gain a gold data crystal in your inventory, and I will use that for the yellow for the advanced range. And so that gets to double everything. So the guy is as good as toast. Actually, I can use this for a gold data token. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get to keep. I'm going to actually gain a gold crystal per the other card. So now the Klingons have 3 gold. And yeah, we won. So I'm going to discard everything else from my hand except for the diplomacy, because I may want to hire somebody. But we're discarding everything because I want to get those wounds up. I have the repair card, and I want to use it in a future round. So we're going to discard all that from our hand. We defeated this guy. So we get 5 experience for that. We do lose 1 reputation, so we're still at -1, but we're at the low end of -1. With the 5 experience, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we do get stuff, free cash and prizes. So this is a +2 attack, and that's going to be probably +2 photon attack. Let's find out. It is attack 2 or photon torpedo attack 2, which is just like a fire attack. And then this here would let us re-roll purple, which we don't care about. So we're going to toss that. And I like the attack 2, so we're going to take this one. He has been rather weak on attack bonuses, so that'll give him a nice boost. And so, okay, he's got 2 cards in his hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 2 more. And we got a wound, which was what we were looking for. And then 2 more wounds, and we have the Q card. We got, I think, everything we need. We can maybe even buy some of those advanced tactic cards with Q. Okay, so he's done, and now we're on to Picard. Picard is probably, actually we are considering getting Deanna Troi instead of Wei Yun. Wei Yun's good, though. Diplomacy of 5. It's good. I wish. Well, what I need to do is I need to level up, and then I can get 1 more. Oh, sorry. The Klingons get to take one of these, and we're going to take this one, which lets him take a white data token. And then a white and a black if he plays a red. Now, a data token's not as good as a crystal. Yeah, maybe he doesn't want that. Maybe he should take a shield card. He doesn't have much in terms of shields either. So we'll go ahead and do that. The white data token might not have been that bad. And we've gone through the whole deck, because look, we got this back again. Okay, so we are, what did I say? We're on Picard's turn. So let's see what Picard has. So we got attack, get a data token, move. This is our little warp move. More stuff for diplomacy if we need it. There's a repair, we don't need that though. Another move, and then diplomacy. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to that spot that lets us get data crystals. I need 6 move to do that. And I have no data crystals at all. So I got to be careful here how I do this. And I'm going to do this for a move 2. Okay. And then this for a move 2, that's move 4. And then this is going to be 5. And I just need to get rid of one more card. Ooh, I guess it's going to be this one. So 6. So I just got rid of all those cards. And we did a move 6. So those go into the discard. Now, what does that do for me? Well, we get to take our Enterprise, and we're going to get a red crystal at the end of the turn. And then I'm going to do an away mission on the distressed planet for the experience points. That's the awesome part about this. And we're going to draw 2 of these greenies and engage it with everybody I have right now. So let's do that. So I'm doing full-blown diplomacy here. So this one requires 10, and that one requires 10. That's brutal. So we need 20 diplomacy. And this is Kirk's deck. What I have is this, okay? So we need 20 diplomacy to take these guys on. That's actually quite a lot. Remember, I get 3 from this. That's not gonna help me too much, but we do have a long range attack here of 4, which is possible. We can just long range somebody, and then I can gain 2 data tokens this way. We have options, and here's where I'm going with this. I have a diplomacy 5, diplomacy 3, okay? 5 during an away mission, okay? Plus 2 rep, I'm already maxed out. I can get experience plus 2 if I do the bottom one for diplomacy 9. This one, after placing everything, I get to draw an extra planet token and choose which ones, and then I get a diplomacy 7. So I'm gonna use 1 here and flip him over to get 2 data token of any color, and I'm gonna get a red and a black, okay? So I'm doing prime directive. I'm just gonna lay that right here, okay? So I get to draw a 3rd green, and if we wanted to, we can reduce the difficulty down to 9. So we'll just see how this plays out. I have 7. This makes it 10. And then Weiyun over here could be 14. But what I think I could do is I have a long range attack of 4 with Shinzon, and then this is a long range attack of 3. But I would need another red crystal. I haven't used a die yet, so I would use a red die to get a long range attack of 3, flip him over for a long range attack of 4, and then that's 7, so I can just defeat this one the hard way, okay? So then I just need 10, and you saw I had 7 plus 3 is 10. I didn't even have to play my other diplomacy card. I defeated the other one, and we're just going to choose not to engage that one. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do with Picard. We're going to get a red crystal at the end of the turn, which then starts to fill his coffer because he needs red crystals. As you can see, he has a lot of red cards. So we're going to discard these. I still have cards in my hand, and I get 6 plus 6. I get 12 experience points. And no, I don't get anything else because this is a tile that was already defeated by Picard, in fact. So we're just revisiting the planet to take on more stuff for experience points. And yes, I'm being liberal. I'm flipping over my stuff because you want to win in this. You don't want to take more damage at this time. So 12 experience for Picard. He's sitting on 53. That's 10, 11, 12. It's just enough to level him up and get him another skill. And that's what we need for him. So with Picard, we're going to draw 2 more skills. This one's draw 2 cards. If you're losing, you get a red. I think that's +1 move. I don't know what that is. Per crew member. I think that's what that is. I don't really like either of those. Gain 1 move for each ready unwounded crew member that you control. So you just gain 1 movement. That is every turn though. So that part's sort of nice. So you just have like free movement all the time. All right, let's see what else we can choose from. I think I would rather take this one, which gives me +1 of everything. And that is everything. It's not an or, it's +1 of everything. Let me make sure. Nope, it is, you have to choose. So you just get +1 of something. Is that really? I could take somebody else's skill, but I'll do that. We'll just take +1 of everything. And I do have this skill here that would let me, you know, because I still have a diplomacy 4 there. I can get this guy back if I wanted, or that guy, but I don't need to do it yet. So yeah, I was able to get some experience points, level up, and get a red data crystal. So that was better than just staying in the cube and hanging out. Now I do get to take one of these, and I think I'm going to take the gain 1 white data token. So we're going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 cards. And he gets 1 more for 6, and that's a great attack card. Should I have discarded anything? No, I'm good. Okay. So that's his turn, and then we move back to the top. So now Khan goes. So here's Khan. He's going to reroll a blue. That's definitely going to happen, and then he moves 1 space. So he's now in line to go straight for the cube. And we're going to reroll blue. Done. Okay. Kirk, who has a million things to do, still wants to hire 1 more guy. Probably should have taken the diplomacy 1 first, because then he could have used it to hire the next person. But we can pull a repair. We got this repair card, and we have 1 wound. So what I don't know is, do I have more wounds in my deck? So maybe we can wait to use that later. And then if we did diplomacy, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I could use this to try to find a wound card. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get 8 just by brute forcing it. I think I can hire somebody for 8. I can get Sela, I can get Kang, or I can get Deanna Troi. I know Deanna Troi was perfect for Picard, but Picard's full. Although Picard could potentially level up again. I think we want Kang. Although Kang costs 9. Oh, never mind. He gets a +1 because of his reputation. So he can get Kang. So we're going to take Kang. Although Sela is very, very good. We're going to get Kang. So there we go. Kirk is ready and rocking. And we could repair this 1 card. I just don't know if he has other damage cards in his hand. So I'm going to just discard everything. And then, of course, we have 2 cards in our hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is his hand size. And then, yeah, he's going to draw his entire deck. And none of them are wounds. So we could have played our wound card, but that's okay. We'll do it next turn. And I think the thing is we're ready to end the round, but we need Khan to take more turns. We need him to get closer. So, sorry, my dog is suddenly very playful. She's tired of me recording all day. Okay, next is the sisters. The sisters are located in the cube. The sisters can generate 2 blue crystals, so they need to, like, spend some. Okay, so they got a lot of wounds here. 2 of them so far. I'm just going to lay those down. We have diplomacy that lets them draw cards. There's a repair 2. We want that. Oh, and then we got the changeling, but we still don't have a black die available, and they actually have 3 wounds there. So the sisters would have to really do some serious movement to repair everything. So all we want to do is we're going to grab a white die which will count as a gold for the purposes of this. And we're going to go ahead and just roll that. And I got a red. So we're going to repair 2, right? That's what this repair hole is going to do for us. And get rid of at least 2 of her wounds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of any more, because I think she only has that 1 repair card. And this is Kirk's hand. I'm going to get that out of the way because I was getting confused. So, do we want to recruit with her? I did take a long-range attack guy. The 7 of 9 is actually quite good. You know, lore with the draw 2 cards is not super awesome. I think Sela or somebody else would be nice. Sela costs 8. You know what I could do is I can also do the Changeling. But I need the black for that. Yeah, I definitely need the black die for that. Oh, you know what? I could do this. But I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Okay, and then the 2 tokens I'm going to get is a black and something else. I just don't know what the something else would be. The something else will just be something for this. So I can get a blue. It'll be a blue. All right. So why am I doing that? Here, I'll show you in a second. I have this thing here. So I'm going to get a blue and a gold. I already have 3 blue in my inventory. So if I get another blue, I have to spend it. And of course the gold I have to spend. So the blue I'm taking that I have to spend is going to go on the spell. This is going to give me 2 more because the gold is going to go there. I'm going to take 2 more, and I'm going to take a black, of course. And then I'm just going to use this to get something else like a red, which I don't have. So we're going to take a red for her and add that to her inventory. Although we probably should get a gold. I'm looking at this and no, we'll take a red. And yes, so now I'm going to do the Changeling as well. And it does say you get to draw from the deck and see what you get first before you decide who you're replacing. And Beverly Crusher. So we get 1 red, 1 blue, or gold data crystal in your inventory. Remove all wound tokens from your captain and up to 2 crew members. Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to actually replace lore with it, because everybody else is actually pretty darn good. 7 of 9. Lore is the only one that, I mean, seems to be like one of the best cards in the game. He's a level 4, but it's just, I think they're overvaluing taking a card from your discard pile and putting it back on your deck. Although I could have used him instead of drawing the 2 cards to get my repair card back. But, and I must replace somebody. So if I don't replace this one, I'm replacing my, my non-elite guy who has a long-range attack of 2. Although a long-range attack of 2 is not that great. I guess the thing here is this one, you get to play a crew member on someone else's ship. I'm replacing him. He's not that great to me. So Beverly Crusher is going to replace him. Now she has the ability to heal, but not repair. So that's the only gotcha with her. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in our hand. Plus the wound is 5. So then we go up to 6. And then 7, 8 because we're controlling the cube. And then 1, 9 because we're next to the Romulan starbase. And so the sisters are getting, we can get a red data crystal in our inventory. So that's good. I have a guy here with the sisters that I'm going to use. It's Gore. Gore is going to give them a gold data token, and we're just going to get the gold crystal with Gore. So the sisters are stockpiling their crystals. I don't think they're going to be able to repair everything, but that's fine. Okay, sisters are done. Now it's Cisco, who also has nothing to do. He is currently sitting on a thing that lets him get gold crystals. He needs to spend one more turn there to do that. So can we do anything here? Let's do this to get a crystal. Anything but gold. So we're going to try to get a blue if we can. Yeah. So we're going to do synthesize data to try to get a crystal. And yes, there's some blue that we can get. And we're going to re-roll this. And we got a purple. All right. So blue crystal for Cisco. And then a gold because he's ending his turn on the gold crystal spot. And Cisco is looking like this. He's got quite a bit of crystals there piled up. So that's, you know, what you're trying to do, right? So now we got the Klingons who really, Cisco needs to level up a bit too. He's the only one that hasn't gotten his third or fourth skill. So we probably need to figure out how to get Cisco some experience points. One thing at a time, of course, with him. Can we go after the Class K planets after we defeated it? The Class K, yes. But the Class L... yeah, we don't get any more. So we can't attack the Class L anymore. Only the green ones, Class K. So, okay. Let's do the next player, which is, oh yeah, the Klingons. So the Klingon situation, we got 3 wounds in our hand. We do have a repair card. So I'm going to repair 1 with this. And then I actually have a medical officer that I'm going to use for a repair 2, but I need a blue. And we have a blue die, which I'm going to roll. Turns into a white. And then we get rid of all 3 of these wound tokens. I mean, I don't know if there's more, because I could have, you know, repaired 2 with this one. But the fact that we just repaired 3 was huge. And we could actually go out and start having some fun killing things. Oh, and then we got Q, so I could have repaired that way. And in fact, I'm going to hold on to Q because maybe we'll draw some more damage tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, their hand size is 6. And then 2 more for 7 and 8. And I did not draw any wound tokens, by the way. Okay, so some of these guys I think are just sitting idle. But now, last but not least, is Picard, who again, we're going to try to get a red crystal for staying there. And I'm going to go attack again. Why not? Where's my hand? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I discarded someone's hand and somebody else's... Uh-oh. That's Kirk. What did I do with Picard's hand? Oh no. Did I spend somebody's hand? Cisco's fine. I'm looking at the sisters now. Sisters are fine. Oh, what about the Klingon? They're looking fine too. What did I do with Picard's hand? This is Kirk. Picard's hand normally is right here. Did I just not draw it? I mean, he does have a rather thick deck that I haven't drawn from. Sure, so I'm going to draw Picard's hand now, which should be 6. 1, 2, 3. No, because he had diplomacy card. He had a diplomacy card that I hadn't used. Oh, let me check Kirk's discard pile. That ingenuity was what I got for leveling up. Look at that right there. So ingenuity, there it is, the empathy. I discarded Picard's hand. This is also Picard's, and so was that. So we discarded Picard's hand into Kirk's pile. Interesting. And this should be 6 cards, because he has 6 cards in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, now we're ready. Here we go. We have a diplomacy of 8 and 8 for 16, and it'll be 8 experience points. Okay, I don't want to play this because we can use that to move home. We can use this for a diplomacy bonus. I can discard this one, so that's going to go with the improvise. I can gain data tokens, which I may use this turn, but I may not. This one is why I may use the data tokens. So I can gain a white and a black. The white and the black can be used for down here. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to play the red. So I'm going to just lay that right there because that's being played. And we have a red die here, so no problem. The white and the black will let me play this one for diplomacy 9. I am already at reputation +5. So I'm going to get 2 experience points for that. So I'm just going to lay that there. And then this would let me gain a token. So I've been holding on to it for that reason. So a diplomacy of 9 is already half of what I need to defeat this. And remember, I get 3 more here for 12. Or I'm sorry, it's an away mission. 2 more for 11. And I don't have any more. Oh no, I got more. So 11, and then this would be 3 more for 14. And of course, if I was able to play a purple, it would have been more. So 11 plus 3 is 14, and I need 16. So I can turn things sideways. I can Wayun over here has a diplomacy of 4, so I'm going to use him, and then boom, I'm done. I could have actually used this for a red token, which would have let me get the red token for this, and then I could have grabbed a purple instead of a red to make this a +5, but that's fine. I'm going to hold on to this for now. And so yes, between all this, I did defeat him. It did take a little more than I thought, but I wasn't too worried. So I rolled a black, which is good. We needed a black there. These are all discard. Don't forget the 2 experience points for that card. And yeah, Picard is a diplomacy machine. So we gained 8 experience points for that, and that is also awesome. It's not enough to level up, though. It's amazing that Kirk has as many experience points as he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're not even close to Kirk yet, but we did definitely move up a lot. So I think it's time to start thinking about getting home. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one lets us shuffle 3 cards back in, or each card gives me +2 instead of +1. So we have that situation. I'm going to flip this over and get Wayun back, so I get his diplomacy 4 ability is back. So I may want to do another one. It's just that all I'm going to have is diplomacy 4. This does give me a +1. I forgot all about that. I could have, that added +1. I may not have needed to use Wayun if I would have thought about it a little bit more clearly, but that's okay. Turns over, we got our experience points, we're done. Oh, and then the most important thing of all, we get a red crystal, because that's the whole reason he's there. Now, it would be nice if, the problem with that, see that little blue token there, that's what I keep attacking to get the away missions. There's no position for somebody else to put a ship. The black hole you can't go to, the sun you're not allowed to end your turn, and you can't go to the asteroid. So the place where Picard is the only place. Otherwise, you have to use so many movement points. You have to go into those nebula on the other side. It's just too far. Now, and just mind you, that green planet there is untouched. So if somebody had enough movement points, they could go there and do that. It's just it's so far away from the cube. Okay, so Picard is done. Khan is next. Uh-oh, he's doing pets. This might be bad, because we've only taken 2. I rolled a purple, and he is getting one. He's getting this Federation officer. So I don't think we were going to recruit that guy anyway. So now it does say if the Borg cube has been destroyed, the Pequod moves 1 space, and that will happen. So now they move when the pet happens, and so he's getting close. All right, Khan is done. Now it's Kirk. Kirk did all the hiring he's going to do. We've drawn his entire deck, so we already know that we only need to repair 1, and then we can ready a level 1 or 2 crew member. I don't know if I need to ready a crew member. Let's check real quick. We haven't used any of his crew members, so that doesn't help us. But that's okay. It's done. We can use Sulu for a move 5. Kirk really doesn't need more experience points, but he could use some crystals. The problem is Khan is sitting on the crystals, so I think we're just going to sit still. We can gain a crystal that way, and so we will. And which one should we gain? We have a blue right now. I think we need blues and reds. So I'm going to play a blue die and take... I'm going to take another blue. So roll the blue die, I get a blue again. Now, why did I take 2 blues? Well, I'm looking at this, and I see blue and blue. I also see this for red. Actually, I'm going to take a red, just because it's nice to have 1 of each before you start having 2 of something. And I don't think anything else gives me a crystal. So, yeah, his turn's over. He's going to declare end of round next time. Sisters. I don't think the sisters have the ability to repair. Remove all wounds from your captain and up to 2 crew members. So Beverly Crusher is amazing if you do an away mission. We're going to gain a red crystal, so we're going to play that. And I can draw more cards. But beyond that, there's not much else to do. So we're going to gain a red crystal, which is good. Sisters are loaded up on crystals right now, and they get to draw more cards. The sisters are pretty much just waiting for the round to end. Okay, now Cisco can use some experience points. Cisco is sitting out there. He's already away from the cube. So where can we go to get some easy experience? There's 3 experience we can get there. It's a little bit far away to go. We can try to go do that yellow planet, or we can try to do what Picard's doing. But like I said, it's a hard move. So let's see what Cisco has for move. He only has 6 cards right now. Because we've been doing this, he does need to move because he's already maxed out on his gold crystals. So we do have a move 2. We can get a lower amount, +2. We can get a move 4 there. You can move through enemy ships and star bases as long as you end your movement. We don't need to move through anything like that. So I think what I want to do is I want to get to we do have some nice moves. So let's do our moves. And then I forgot that I think the sisters took this location, so let's give them that. All right, so I want to get to that yellow planet. So I have to go 3 into the nebula or 3 into the green planet there. Either way, it's 3. Then it's 2 more to go next to Picard, and then 2 more to go into that star base that's next to the yellow planet. So I need 7 move to get there. I am trying not to use my long range attack if I can. I can get a +2 to something. So I would need blues. I do have 1 blue die. I can get a move 4 from this, or I can do this and then make that a 6. So I'm going to do that. So that is now a 6 movement. And I said I needed 3, 4, 5. I needed 7. And then there's a move 2. So that's more than enough. I got 8. So we're going to go ahead and move over. 1, 2, 3 dice, or 3 cards left. I am using a blue die, so I'm going to re-roll. And I got a black. All right, so here's what he did. He did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to just bring this near me. I don't know if I want to encounter it yet. So here's my thing. I may end up encountering 2 things. All of my crew members are healthy. I do have some long-range attack, but I would end up using all my red crystals if I did it. I'm going to do it. Because if somebody declares end of round, I got to use the next turn to get back in the cube. So let's do it. And here you can see we're going to have a space battle against an easy guy. And then we're going to go, actually those are both space battles. So that's a red sphere and a green guy. So let's draw the green guy and the red sphere. And I'm going to get an advanced action card and an undiscovered card. That's the reward. So just the experience points on these is all I'm going to get. So, okay, this is a brutal guy with 2 resistances, and one of them is against physical, so only the red fire attack works against him, the protons or whatever, the torpedoes. And then he's got a physical resistance there too. So this is not good. I do have long range attack, but he's got physical resistances going on. Riker can make a target enemy does not attack. Okay, so I just need a red crystal for that. The Bokra can use a yellow there to get a long-range photon torpedo attack of 4. And remember, that is the kind that he's not resistant to. And then Hugh there can make all enemies get defense -3 this combat, but you would need a purple. The problem is I already spent a blue die. I should have waited, but it's okay. I don't have the purple to make Hugh's best ability happen. I could get a shield 8 though from Hugh. So we got a lot of options here. Riker could make somebody not attack like him. So I don't have to worry about this, but I would like to kill this. And so this guy right here, if I spend a yellow crystal, which I have, because remember I just made sure I got 3 of them, I'm going to do a long-range photon torpedo attack of 4. That's long range of 4. I only need 3 more to finish him off. Okay. Now, this gives me a long range of 1 more for 5. And this gives me a long range of 1 more for 6. And they're all of the same type. Because that's what it does, is it's the same type as the card. So I am 1 short. So I just need to do 2 damage. So here's my yellow crystal for the long range. And then I got to spend a red crystal for this long range attack of 3. Okay. 2 of that damage is needed to finish him off. So he's dead on his own. Okay. I do have 1 long range damage left over. But the problem here is I need 6 damage because see, that's physical resistance. So I'm going to have to either block him or, some combination of the 2. This is a 5 damage attack that I can block. I really don't want to take wounds, so Bakra is used, so I'm flipping him over. I'm going to flip over Riker to get a red data crystal in my inventory. So I'm going to get that red back. So as far as shields go, Aldar Jarak or no, Hugh has a shield 8. So I'm going to flip him over and just straight up block everything. So now I just need to do 6 damage. And I used one of my long range of 3. That's gone. I still have this left. I have another 3 and a 4 that I could do. And I'm going to turn over Aldar Jarak for 2 damage. So we have 2, and I need 6, right? This is 4 right there. And then I have this ability that lets me turn a card sideways for 2. So I'm going to, instead of spending the red crystal, I'm just going to turn this sideways for 6. And that's more than enough to finish him off as well. So it was a little bit precarious, but I spent all my cards. I did have to lose 2 crystals, although I gained this one back. But I am losing 2, which hurts because I need them for Khan. But 4 plus 8 is 12. And that's the more important one because I need to get leveled up before Khan. Because it'd be nice to have that extra skill in place before Khan happens. So 12 points should be enough. Let's go check. I'm at 52. That's 10. And then 11, 12 gets me just over the edge. So let's get some skills for him. And we got Cisco up. So well done. And before I forget, I got to put Cisco's token on the planet. This is going to be a move plus 2. And then this is a turn a card sideways for an extra 2. And I don't know what the X plus 3 means. I don't like either of those. Largely, yeah, so move 2. And then the other one. One card played sideways gives you plus 2 instead of plus 1. If you use no data die, you get plus 3 instead. I don't like either of those, largely because I already have one that does this, and it's actually better. The better of the 2. The 2 move points is decent. I'm not sure I am that thrilled about it. I may want to consider getting 2 extra cards now, because we're going to do this last battle against Khan, and being able to draw extra cards would be nice. But there's also another one here that's really awesome that we haven't taken yet, and that is I can use 2 abilities on my crew members. So I can use like Hugh, for example, for a shield 8 and an attack 5. That could be quite good. As far as his own abilities, like I said, the draw 2 extra cards might be nice. That can be quite powerful as well. Everything else is sort of... there's a lot of those draw 2 extra card ones out there. You know, like Picard has one. Everybody seems to have one. So then it becomes a question of like being able to use 2 abilities on your crew member. It's not the worst thing in the world. I do lose reputation. I don't think I care. So which is better, 2 extra cards or use 2 abilities on a crew member? I guess it largely depends on the crew member, but Hugh has that shield 8, which is pretty darn sweet. And then if you can do something else along with that, that's even sweeter. But that's a one-time thing, right? Although I get to do this every turn. The reason I never took this is because I'm going to basically use all my crew members in one battle. I'm at least going to take his own skill, and we're going to do this, because then he is losing the experience points right now. He's dead last, although not by much now. He's only 2 points behind. But we're going to get 2 cards, and we would get a gold token. So I'm going to do that instead. I think that might be the most helpful. His turn's over. His mission was accomplished. We got him leveled up. All right, so now we're on the Klingon turn, and I think they're going to declare end of round. Let's check real quick. Thing is, we declare end of round, then Khan doesn't get to go. We're going to do Q, because we can maybe get some skill cards. And I have diplomacy here. So there is a black die available. I would need to use a red crystal. Nope, I have a skill. He has that skill that gives him a red and a black. So he's going to use Q just using his skill. And that gives him a red and a black. And we're going to do this and interact with a Class M planet. We get a diplomacy of 8. And then this will be 2 more for 10. Sorry for the lack of focus. And we can even add more if we need to. But it's 6 points per card that we take. So which cards do we want? We can take a damage to increase our attack, which in a final battle, that might be worth doing. Discard any number of damage cards from your hand and draw new cards, replace them, or repair 3 and draw 1 card for each damage card that's repaired. I do like that. And we don't need the move. So I went these 2 for 12. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this. We spent 10, and I'm just going to turn 2 cards sideways for 11 and 12. For whatever reason, I'll hold on to the move cards just in case. But there you go. There's my 12 points. And I didn't even have to do that. He actually gets +3 because of his skill, diplomacy. So he was totally fine. I'm not even going to bother drawing back up to his hand limit because we are going to declare end of round. We're just letting Khan get 1 more turn in before we do that. Because I need Khan to move closer to the cube, or otherwise we're going to lose the game because he's never going to get to the cube by round 6. So that means Picard gets 1 more turn, and we're going to head back home. I don't think we're going to stay where we're at. I'm going to do this to draw 3 cards and then shuffle. 1, 2, 3. This lets me recruit any crew member for free. I can get Deanna Troi. It would have been nice if I would have been able to hire 1 more person. I'm actually quite close. If I can do 1 more battle with those planets, I can level up again. Whew. This is my way to move home. We haven't declared end of round yet, so I still get 1 more turn. I'm going to battle the planets. Let's do it. So here's 2. And we have a diplomacy of 9, long range 4, diplomacy of 9. Okay, so that's our situation. This is gone, by the way. Oh, we didn't do this. Who took this? Cisco. So we need to get 1 of these and 1 of these for Cisco. All right, so Cisco will take this one. Enemies can get defensive -1. And then over here, he's going to get change of strategy. That lets him draw an extra card. He gets to draw 2 cards, keep 1, and put the other one on his deck. Okay, so now to this. We need 18 diplomacy, which I don't have. If I don't spend any dice, all crew members in your away team discard all wound tokens at the end of this turn. So I may just let them attack me, and then I just need to get 4 attack and 5 attack to win. Okay? So we may do that. Although I do have a diplomacy of 4 with him, so I can flip him for 4, and then that's 2 more for 6, right? So I have 6 out of the 9. That's 8 right there. And I can turn one of these sideways for 9, right? So I actually was able to defeat one with diplomacy, and we're going to defeat the harder one, of course. This one is going to do 6 damage. And you can see here that I can wound 1 here for 7. But then, as long as I spend a purple, all crew members on your away team discard all wound tokens at the end of this turn. So I'm going to take the purple die and do that, which that uses Axum. And so all we need is 4 damage to defeat him. I'm going to save this. We can maybe hire somebody. There's an attack of 2. Okay. And then, so attack of 2. And then I'm going to just discard this for 3 and 4. So I get attack of 4. Like that. So I did, spend a lot of my cards, but there's only going to be 1 more turn left anyway. So we are going to win. So I have 3 cards. And I can draw back up to my hand size, 4, 5, 6, and it's going to be 7 if I level up properly. So yeah, we're going to be in fantastic shape. And there you can see I'm going to get 10 experience points. And I'm all about the experience points if I can get them. So well done, Picard. So 10 for Picard is going to put him from 73 to 83, and then he's going to get a spot. So we're going to flip this, and now he has a spot for 1 more crew member. And he is just as good as Kirk right now in that regard. And I did draw the extra card in anticipation of that. So I got the move to get home, and then we can even do diplomacy when we get home, which is awesome. So we can recruit that final crew member, and we can even use this to move home if we have to, or use this to recruit the final member, because then it's free. I don't even have to spend diplomacy. There's a lot of choices there. But okay, that's it for Picard. Now Khan goes, because we want Khan to get moving, and it's a pet one, and he will move 1 space because the Borg cube is destroyed. So we're going to roll for the pet. And this could be bad because there's still a lot of guys out there. We rolled a red, and ooh, he gets Sela. So Sela is his, and that gets added to his pool. He's getting tough. Okay, and then he does move 1 space, so Picard better get out of the way. And we are getting extra close now. Okay, so it gets to Kirk, and Kirk is going to declare end of round. I don't think there's anything he needs to do. Let's just make sure. Yep, he's declaring end of round. And then it's just a matter of who needs to go still. We have the sisters next. They're going to use Beverly Crusher, gain 1 red, blue, or gold data crystal in your inventory. They have everything they need for blue. So we're going to gain a gold. So the sisters are up to 3 gold now. And yeah, there was nothing they need to do. They do have 1 wound that they couldn't heal. And I just looked at the rest of their deck, and that was the only wound they have. So they're close to being fully repaired. All right, after them is Cisco, and he needs to get home for 4 move points. I forgot to draw his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as long as there's 4 move points in here, and there is, we can do a move 2. We can turn 2 cards sideways. There's another 2 and another 2. He's heading home. I don't think that there's anything else he needs to do. So he's just going to go back to the cube. The Klingons, I don't think we need to do anything with them. Let me just check real quick. Let me check everybody to make sure they got all the crystals they can get. Because sometimes, you can just get crystals. So with the Klingon, he already used his skill to get the red crystal. And none of his guys give him crystals. It has one that gives him a data token, but that's not going to help him. And then we finish off with Picard. So Picard needs 2, 4, 6 movement points to get back, and then maybe even recruit. So here's a move 2. There's a move 2 for 4. And then there's a move 2 for 6. So I don't even need to use Spatial Anomaly. So 6 to get back home. And then we can either get somebody for free. We're get Deanna Troi, who costs 8. So I'm going to show you how slick this is going to turn into. Let me grab Deanna Troi here. All right, so there you can see she costs 8 to get, right? So we're gonna try to get her. His reputation is +5. See that? +5. That's towards recruiting her. So I only need 3 more. And then this is 3 more. So I don't even have to do anything. But I'm gonna do this anyways because I get an experience point, right? I only need to use this one. I don't even need to use a crystal. So I'm going to get +1 experience point. And one thing I forgot to do at the end of last turn was get a red crystal. So I'm going to make sure I do that. But yeah, so I get an experience point. It doesn't help me level up or anything. And yeah, we're going to get Deanna Troi for basically for free. And that's the end of the round. So cards are going to go away. So like this one goes away, and you can see these decks are getting really thin, and some of it's a product of there was only one expansion for this game. Another one, of course, is I'm playing a 5-player game, so we're taking skills out the yin yang. There's only this many cards left in the Discovery deck. The advanced actions, this one and these, so this bottom one goes away. These slide down. This one comes out. And then 3 for the advanced actions come out. And that's not a bad one. And yeah, so that's all available. Okay. Everything else is going to be about refreshing everything. And then of course the crew hire, I got to refresh that. And I will do that, and I will shuffle, and I'll do that off camera. So thanks for watching. Stay awesome and healthy and safe. Everybody, I gotta grab Picard's thing, but everybody's back at the cube, and Khan is 1, 2, 3, 4 moves away from going into the cube. We are moving to the final round of the game, and we're gonna have to take on Khan, and we're gonna have to win. So we gotta be really careful with discarding cards, things like that, because we may not defeat him the first time. Just like we couldn't beat the cube the first time we faced the cube. So that's my largest concern. And I think we're gonna wanna co-op this guy. So we have to stay in the cube until he gets there. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.